Hey there guys, welcome to another video. In today's video I want to show you a couple of cases from Ringke, and these are for the iPhone 12 mini. The ones I have in front of me here are the Fusion, Fusion Matte, and the Fusion-X case, so let's go ahead and take a look at them now. So the first case we'll take a look at here is the Fusion, and this one is in smoke black. This one comes in at a price of $8.99, and this one is a mixture of polycarbonate and TPU, and this one says here it offers scratch protection, so it has a raised lip above the camera as well as the screen, and offers precise cutouts. Alright, and our packaging is pretty typical of Ringke here, so they just use a bag here. It does give you the Ringke branding here, tells you the ultimate experience, and then tells you it's an eco package here. So we'll just rip that open here and check out the case here. So on the inside it does give you a 20% off coupon for accessories if you decide to go with one of their accessories here. And this does have a little film on the inside and outside of the case to protect it while it's being shipped. So we'll just have to remove that, and then we can place it on the phone. And so here's our Fusion case with the smoke black here. So as you can see around the camera lens and around the edges of the case, it is smoke black. So again, this is TPU and polycarbonate. So you're gonna have polycarbonate material on the back right here, and then the TPU around the edges of the case right here. So it is very thin. It's not gonna offer a bunch of protection, but it should still be a decent amount here. Doesn't have a lot of flex either, which is nice, so it is pretty rigid also. And putting our iPhone 12 mini inside the case here is pretty simple also. So we just make sure we get all the corners and everything inside here. And as you can see right here, this does show off your iPhone 12 mini's color, whatever you may have here. So I have the white, of course. You do have that nice smoke black ring around the camera lens right there. And then if we take a closer look here, you can see we do have that little lip of protection right there. And then another thing to notice here is around the corners, you do have an extra little lip right there. And you can see that down the bottom right here also. A little tiny lip of protection right there. And this helps it so whenever you put it down on a table, you're not actually scratching the back of the case, which is nice. So this hopefully will keep it from scratching up the back. Taking a look at the front here, Ringke does a really nice job here also. So rather than doing a lip around the entire perimeter, they do a tiny lip around the sides, but then they kind of extend the lip on the top and around the corners. And they do the same around the bottom and the corners as well. So if you do decide to put your phone down on its face, you're not touching the screen, and you have a little bit of protection right there. Going down the line on the side here, we do have a generous cutout for our silent switch right there. That is nice and easy to access. We do have our volume keys, and those are perfectly clicky also, no issue there. Going down here, you can see we do have two holes right here for a lanyard, and Ringke does sell a bunch of lanyards if you are interested in those. Along the bottom here, we do have a speaker, lightning, and microphone port. A hole right here, and it looks like it is off just a little bit right here. So, but this was an earlier version of the case, so it's possible they have changed it by now. Going on the other side here, you can see it does say shock absorbing technology. We do have our power key, and that is also nice and clicky there. And then we do have another two holes for a lanyard right there. So if you did decide to use a lanyard, you could use one lanyard on one side, or you could get a connecting lanyard that connects to both sides, and you could use it as a necklace or something like that. And that is the Fusion in smoke black. Alright, the next case we'll take a look at here is the Fusion case, and this one is in matte clear. So this also comes in two different flavors, so it comes in clear or matte clear. So the clear will be all clear all around, with the back being clear as well, and then the matte clear will have a matte back as well as clear sides and a clear ring around the camera. So these come in at a price of $8.99. And this is going to be a mix of polycarbonate and TPU also. And of course it does offer scratch protection with raised lips above the camera and the screen. Has precise cutouts also. And just like the other Ringke cases, they do come in the Ringke bag here. So just gives you the military spec for drop protection, Ringke branding right there, ultimate experience. And on the back it tells you it has an eco package right here. And ripping that open real quick here, we reveal our case here, and of course it comes again with those 20% off for accessories if you decide to go with them for that. And this one of course has another bunch of film here, so you have to remove the film from the front and back to get this ready to put it on your phone. Alright, and here is our Fusion in matte clear. So as you can see, it does have this nice matte back here, and then it doesn't have that shine right there either. But we do still have the nice clear sides. And again, this is going to be the same material as the other Fusion case, so polycarbonate right here on the back, and then TPU around the sides. It's still going to have a decent amount of rigidity here. So very simple to put in. Pop in one side, pop in each corner, And then as you can see, it shows off your iPhone 12 mini in its beautiful color. And then it just has a matte back instead of clear. And you don't have that glossiness going on. And then any scratches won't really show up as crazy as on one of the glossy cases. So if we take a look at the back here, we do have that same nice lip of protection around our camera. And then the added protection that they add to each corner, which is really nice. So as you can see, we have a little extra protection on each of the corners on the back, so that when you do put it down, you have some protection for the back of your phone. And on the front, we do have that extra lip of protection around the whole edge here of the phone. However, it's extended on the top, around the corner, and around the top right here. And then the same thing as you can see on the bottom right here. So you have a little extra protection on the top and bottom, which is really, really nice to see. As you can see here, we do have a decent sized cutout for our silent switch, so that's easily accessible. We do have our button covers right there. Really nice. Going down the line, we do have that lanyard hole right there, so you can use a lanyard if you want to. And then here is our speaker, lightning, and microphone. And as you can see, it's a little off on this one also, but hopefully they have corrected that by now with newer versions of the case. We do have our power key right here. And then going down the line, you can see we have another hole for our lanyard right there. So of course you can use one lanyard on one side or having a connecting lanyard if you want to. And that is just a quick look at the Matte Clear Fusion. Let's check out MagSafe compatibility with the Fusion Matte Clear. And this one will be exactly the same as the clear with the smoky black exterior also. So as you can see, it works just fine. Starts charging and stays on there. So yeah, has a decent magnetic adhesion, but of course it is not a traditional Apple MagSafe case, but it does work just fine. Alright, and the last of the Fusion cases I'll show you here is the Fusion-X. This is probably my favorite version of the Fusion cases. This comes in a couple different flavors also. So we have black, we have camo black, which I have here, we have routine, and we have ticket band and ticket band version 2. And so the black and camo black are going to come in at $11.99, while the routine, ticket band, and ticket band version 2, those come in at a price of $14.99. Now this is also a mixture of TPU and polycarbonate, and this one of course has the same features as the other cases, so we have raised lips of protection for your camera as well as for your screen and precise cutouts. Alright, similar packaging to the other cases here. It comes in this Ringke bag here. Go ahead and open that up here. And on the inside we get the same thing here, so a 20% off for accessories if you decide to buy an accessory from them. And then this one also has the protective film on the inside and outside that you have to remove before you put it on the phone. So this one's going to be a little bit different than the other Fusion cases. So as you can see, we get this awesome camo print on here. And it does kind of have lines. Hopefully you can kind of see that. So it adds a little bit of texture on the outside also, which is pretty nice. So it is still clear, but you get this kind of cool camo thing going here. Now as you can see, it is a little different on the outside. We do have little raised bumps on the corners here, and we still have that nice raised lip above the camera right there. And this one is going to still be, of course, polycarbonate and TPU, so it's still going to have a nice little bit of rigidity here. All right, and here it is on our iPhone 12 mini. So as you can see, it adds this really cool design here. And then if you look a little closer, you can see the lines here. And that is, of course, actually a texture on here, so that's pretty cool there. And then you can see the added little nubs right here on the corners. Those are if you want to put it down on the table, you'll have no issue there. So as you can see, it still has the camera lip of protection right there also. And then on the front, we do get some protection also, so we get all the way around protection on the front of the screen, but we do get extended protection on the top here around the corners, and then extended protection around the bottom and the corners also. So you do have protection on both sides, so if you decide to put it down on a table or on the back, you're not going to scratch the case, and you're not going to scratch the front of your phone, which is really nice. Taking a look at the side here, we do have a generous hole for cutout for our silent switch right there, so that's easy to access. We do have nice responsive clicky buttons right there. Going down the case here, you can see we do have holes for our lanyard if you wanted to use one of those. Going along the bottom here, you can see we do have our cutouts for our speaker, lightning, and mic, and these appear to be a little bit off too, but that could have been changed in future cases, but still should be just fine. We do have our power key right here, and that is also perfectly clicky as well. And then of course, we have Fusion-X branding right there on the side, and two more holes for another lanyard. So if you wanted to use the lanyard on the left or right side, you can, or you can have one that attaches to both and use it as a necklace if you wanted to do that. And that is a quick look at the Fusion-X case in camo black. All right, let's test out the MagSafe compatibility with the Fusion-X case. So let's see if it attaches here. Does look like it does, and let's see if it falls off. actually stays on, and we do have charging right there. So it's not going to have as good of adhesion as, of course, a Apple MagSafe case, but it does seem okay. Of course, you can see it still can be pulled pretty easily off, so don't depend on it too much, but it is compatible and still will charge your phone. Alrighty guys, so there you have it. So this is a quick look at a couple of cases from Ringke. So this one is the Fusion in Smoky Black, the Fusion Matte Clear, and the Fusion-X in Camo Black. And these two run $8.99, and this one runs $11.99. And I'll leave a link down below if you guys want to check out any of these cases. So these are for the iPhone 12 mini. However, they do sell cases for all the iPhone 12 models, so definitely check those out if you wanted to do that. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick video on these cases. If you did like this video, hit that like button, and if you want to see more like this, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video.